1 hour massage.
I got my 70. You got your 70? What?
So I gotta pay for my house.
Yeah, what the fuck you just broke it down? You just broke it down.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions.
I don't like to go high. Stream up.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
We can do it, Tuesday.
Come on, fellas. Let's go! Pittsburgh! Go! Hatchet.
That's fine. You can try tomorrow.
Check 26. Check it out.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Situation. Let's go.
2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Come on. Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's do what we do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Cross. 14. Good.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
If I ain't have him on no other play, I had him, bro.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I did not, no cap.
Check 31. J.D. Weber. Check.
No, he not.
Hey, guys, listen. Friday. 56. Nice, sweetheart. One left. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
To throw again. Wilson. His throw incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
40, Mike, 40. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Stills, complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Kill.
18. 4 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ezekiel Elliott, 35 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, Flo.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, baby. Give me a second. I'm going to try to mid-blitz.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
It's crazy, dog, because he's right under center.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And I stepped up in the pocket. That's just crazy. This foot is already in his arm.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
What happened? At their own 25-yard line.
I ain't even in it, so I don't know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I don't even know.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I know the next one ain't going to last a whole until the drive.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. He's coming. Double. It's a 6.
On 2nd down, Nickerson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Check 3. 14.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in there.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Johnson running right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Yeah. Who deflected the ball? No, that was a safety.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
No. Go. Slam. Go. Slam.
Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
Fuck, he called me off my unit.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
He get ball back. I think I get ball back, too.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
40's Mike.
Here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. This time Wilson will throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, 14.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Oh, I hate that.
Will Harris.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
All I need is 5 yards. I can run that.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Thrown across his body, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
I'm coming out running that half.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That power O used to be my favorite run play on an old man, bro.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 24. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
One in that bitch, I think 92.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
23-13 right now.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right,
they trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down now. It's Johnson. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Because he left.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Seattle.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
All they can
2 yards
all
on
they
the
can handle
pickup
is
there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Safarian-Jenkins has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
56. Let's go, D. 2 times.
And I messed it out the whole 3rd quarter. Literally. We're about to be.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That man don't want no smoke.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break
Oh,
chestnuts?
y'all can play
I'm
now.
not
Why
sure
y'all
about
don't play
that, but
now?
I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Appreciate it.
Not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Told you what I do, man.
A 20th carry here for Elliott.
Come on, V.
Get him to the ground.
I got hella vision
for the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, watch your leg. Double tight, guys, double tight.
A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
What? 380. 36 power.
49, check 49, check 49.
Let's do what we do, Russ.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it.
Let's do what we do, Russ.
For the Seahawk touchdown. Gary Jennings there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Take away that one mid blitz play I gave a nigga. The nigga been shut down. Who's fighting tonight? Oh, that nigga, that USC shit?
The Lions offense
That
ready to
nigga
kick
raw,
off
bro.
their next drive.
Let him know, let him know. Safe.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the
These
48.
niggas playing defense.
Partner, we always
You
talk
better
about
challenge
possessions
that.
being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an
These
interception
niggas
here
ball
when you
hawking.
have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
catch his ass up
And this
top,
offensive
too, watch.
line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. Jennings was the one he was looking for. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe just sitting on it, trying to drain some clock.
3 minutes left.
It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing
He on the
it.
6-yard
It ended up
line.
costing them.
Got to go 94 yards.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
I had to
He's
paint you a
nowhere to
picture.
run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
And got his man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the
Put me in the animation too.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a first and 10.
Under 10. 10.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete.
None of that, boy. It'll be none of that.
Protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead,
I expect
4th
to see more
quarter.
of the NFC
Maybe can
Championship
expect
cause.
more passes like that downfield. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
You got it.
Check your hot read.
You got it. I'm going to get there.
They'll look to throw here.
I'm going to
Nowhere
get there.
to escape, and he goes down.
I don't know, baby.
brings up 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that
I
should
got a
do it.
nigga on live.
Picked off at the 38. And they have possession.
Hey,
and they
Keith.
have it at the 38-yard line.
That man, Keith, right,
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our time.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught by Jennings. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for
Oh, come
intercepted.
on.
Maybe
I
the
had
turning
that
point
nigga,
they
dog.
need. Snags it for a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the
you talking to
equivalent
like
of
that,
trying
bro?
to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Legit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there
I don't like
against the
this nigga.
defense, who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Rush in. Mike, Delta. 2, 1. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all
Pick that
game.
hole.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew.
All that shit, slow down.
Good.